Good morning, 16th of July 21, LNG. We continue to be transparent and corporate social responsible in the gas side of business because it will have a long-term scope. And Cadena has always got this intention to the horizon that it is going to be really emissions free or emissions responsible in shipping. Is very important that we look after our planet. Therefore, we are very interested in helping throughout our LNG experience. We have seen that master 7,000 euros on off, that's 14,000 euros. Exchange rate to the dollar is $17,000. It is quite competitive, and then that's all the way down. We can go through the officers. Perhaps the chief officer would be, instead of 17, something like 14. And this is very responsible manner to supplying ship owners a 2% agency fee, because it's more feasible to get, because wages are so high that we are looking for 5 years, 7 years contracts minimum in the crew management side, the Spanish flag, non-Spanish flag, because we believe this has long term and therefore we can take over a fleet of 10, 15 ships, even all the way up to 20 ships. With the experienced Spanish officers, there's about 300 officers in rosters. 200 and no, 400, yeah, 200 and 200 on off. Therefore, we can take over these fleets because these wages today they have been stagnated or let's say adjusted to inflation throughout the last 10 years. So today, after the supply demand of raw materials as we have seen, this is no comparison to raw wages, but we can really say that the inefficiency in the European training for officers, for now, perhaps after this video, they start working in Brussels, who knows, would be a miracle. Because today's Virgen del Carmen, patroness of seafarers and officers. Yes, so congratulations. Today is the little idea that we could expand this pool, because the rates are going to stay stagnated, stable, and only adjusted to inflation, but the market is going much higher. So also the ships capacity are growing about 10%, 15%, and therefore we can think that there is a huge possibility to get into LNG again for the third time in Candina seriously. We are only looking forward to having a fleet and expanding this business. Why is it important? Because Spain does control 50% of world commerce. Therefore, if there is 100,000 ships in this planet, 50,000 approx will be calling Spain. Therefore, that means that strategically it will be very important throughout the Spain or the Iberian Peninsula to control this LNG, either in bunkering or in LNG transport throughout Europe, and it will continue to be so. So we look forward to getting your quotes that we can at least 2% for ships of 10, 15 units, make a plan of these new builds, and we believe that we can be the employers via either Panama or Singapore, Pacific Crew Management or Candina Fleet PTA Limited. And in Spain, we have also got two companies, Biscay Ship Management here in Bilbao, and then Candina Ship Management in Canarias, in Tenerife. So we have 4 employers whereby we can cut this cake, depending in the trade, type of ships, and so on. And we look forward to getting your quotations so that I can make my real loving numbers for the long-term intrinsic compound value of the company. And if you are in the LNG sector, officer, please apply to Candina online, because you can invest digital. This virus is going to stay here for long, and that's another reason to look very seriously at the value of these raw Spanish officers, because the value will grow. Simple. The virus has taught us many lessons that perhaps we wouldn't be so digital, we wouldn't be so LNG, and we wouldn't think so much about the Spanish pool of officers, that the wages are stagnated now, and it's the right timing to get into new operation if any company really wants to go serious long-term business, direct ship owner to crew management company, because we have a huge experience in this. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Happy Virgen del Carmen. Take care.